I am not in danger, Skyler. I am the danger.
Let's trace back a little. Walt is the drug lord Heisenberg. The police is chasing after Heisenberg, but they do not know that Walt is Heisenberg. And Walt, in his foolish arrogance and under the influence of wine, gives out clues to Hank.
This genius of yours. Maybe he's still out there.
Skyler is mad about this, and that's when we have this scene. The scene makes Skyler realize that Walt has turned into a monster. Here's what happens in the scene. Walt is initially in complete denial, but Skyler persists about going to the police. This frustrates Walt, and he reveals that he has killed Gale Boetticher. He is the one who.
Who knocks?
Power dynamics in the scene. The scene is a pivotal one with regards to the entire series. This is the point where Walter White becomes more of Heisenberg than Walter White himself. It also bursts the bubble for Skylar as new revelations are made to her by Walt himself. At the beginning of the scene, Skylar confidently comes in thinking that now she can corner Walt and push him to surrender. Walt refuses, and this leads to an argument between them. It reaches a boiling point when Skylar spits out the truth which Walt does not want to hear.
I think some part of you wants Hank to catch you.
Walt then takes control of the scene by revealing his frightening side, and Skylar is left alone, trembling in fear. So much is achieved through just this one scene, and hence it is brilliant.
You're goddamn right.
Scene blocking. As Skylar walks into the room, she is standing, dominating over Walt, established by showing Skylar's position above Walt. Till a point, Walt isn't even able to look at Skylar directly, but her position slowly lowers down. Walt starts dominating and his position moves up. Walt actually towers over Skylar. When Walt is in denial, he is wearing a shirt which he removes once he starts talking about how great and important he is. This is quite literally revealing what he is on the inside. We now see him in a shirt with a much darker shade. Heisenberg is the darker side of Walt, and hence we see him in a darker shirt because then it's not Walt, it's actually Heisenberg who is talking. The cinematography and the editing. The tension in the scene keeps on building till the end of the scene. The audience is already waiting to hear what Walt will reveal. Hence, we start with some distance from them with mid-close shots over the shoulder of both of them, and eventually get closer as the scene builds, resulting in the climax. The cinematography and editing also support the blocking by giving it a little tilt upwards from Walt's angle, making Skylar look bigger initially, then both equal, and finally a dominating Walt. The close shots capture Skylar's fear and contrast it with Walt's frustration, which is the main conflict of the scene. And as Walt gets up and starts revealing things, we again experience a build up starting with a master, mid close, and then a close frame of Walt. It actually gives a shock to the audience as Walt suddenly appears bigger frame after frame.
That is it. Exactly. Yes.